Hello guys, welcome to this particular session and I really wanted to talk to students who are going to appear in their first very mains and trust me, it's a golden opportunity because you are going to write the mains. Okay, so let us move forward and as I have promised that I'll make one video on this particular topic of writing first mains. So first thing is why not to fail? Okay, this year prelims you have appeared and you have seen the paper of prelims. You have seen the weird kind of questions they asked in this particular prelims. You have seen the toughness level of the prelims. You might have seen in your peer group those who were appearing in interview for multiple times they failed, and many senior players I know they failed. Okay, and you are going to appear in the mains. You have cleared the prelims, so please do not think that next year you will be able to clear the prelims with this ease. It is not going to happen. Prelims is a different kind of battleground now. It is becoming tough and tough each and every year. Next year also we expect this kind of paper where you will not be able to find a good source to prepare such topics. So this is the one thing which should uh, be in your mind when you are preparing for the mains, that next year prelims is going to be very different game. So there is a possibility that you might not clear the next prelims. So this is one golden opportunity you have in your hand. Okay. Coming to the next slide. This writing means, of course, when you are going to write your first means, whether you are in your first attempt or whether you were not able to clear the prelims multiple times, but this year you are writing the means. So it's been a week. Okay, so your happiness, all those things, your celebration, I think all that is over. You must be looking for the courses, some classes, this and that. And this happiness, as I have talked, I would like to come to this particular point now. Family, you might have seen the reaction of your family. It it definitely would have changed. Earlier they might be skeptical about your clearing the exam per se, but now they see you as an officer. They don't care about the mains, that what mains is and what interview is. Now they believe that you are going to get a rank. Okay, so it's a very good feeling. Trust me, it's a great feeling to write the mains. But at the same time, okay, this particular point, I would like to highlight for you what I have observed. And this just a second, what I have seen that this particular point. Okay, uh, okay, you're appearing in your means you might have filled your DAF, or you might be filling that. While filling the DAF, you might be concerned about your Carter service, and I would like to say some of you might be thinking that you are going to get that exact rank where you will get IAS, you will get your home Carter, you will be respected, you will do a lot of work, and those thoughts, I think those thoughts are not going to help you at this point of time. So while filling the def, it is very important to fill the def correctly. It is very important to fill the cadre, state, etc. with proper knowledge, because at times we just feel it and it affects us. But don't fall in love with this DF thing as of now, because you have just cleared one stage. The next stage is going to be very different and difficult. Okay, so don't fall in love with this, that okay, I like mountains, so I will feel Uttarakhand, Himachal, I'll settle there. Don't think like in that manner. On the def we can have a different session, but my main aim that your happiness, your euphoria about writing the maze should end now. Okay, it's over. You have cleared the prelims and you are entering into a different battleground. How not to miss this golden opportunity? There is one thing which I have seen in the students. What happens that when you clear the prelims, you are very much happy, but after that, just 5, 6, 7 days, you are lost. You are completely lost. You don't know where you are going. You don't know the plan of action. You don't know anything now, and you are worried that there is a possibility that you might fail in the mains. So what you do, generally what we all do, we look for the topper stock, we look for different courses, we look for different strategies, but in the end we don't get anything. Okay, so that happiness is gone, and you might be in trouble that there is a possibility I might not clear the mains in this particular year, and you might be. And there is one beautiful thought that okay, in this year I was not able to prepare well, but next attempt I will prepare well. It will keep on coming in your mind, but that thought is not a good thought, because now you have the time to prepare for the mains, so just stick to that. Don't think about the next attempt or anything. Okay, so as I was talking about this, not able to think and plan, searching best strategy, and other things. So what happens, at times we choose the wrong things. Okay, but solution, if I would say it in this manner, that the most difficult problems have the simplest solution. Okay, in our school time we read about E is equals to mc square. It was very simple for us, but the one who founded it, he was working for years, just to find it. So there is a thing, small is beautiful. So what you have to do, instead of panicking, look, panic won't help. This anxiety, panic won't help you, because every day you are feeling that okay, let me study from this source, then you are switching your source, switching the strategy, choosing different toppers strategy, and it creates panic. So what is the way out? Way out is, in the mains you have 4 GS paper, one essay, two optional paper. Okay, don't start, I would say, don't do this R&D work. Okay, some student I have seen, they try to become master of a particular topic. You don't have to become a master of that. You just have to be very average. Average means the first requirement is to finish the paper. How to make the plan? How to make the plan? Always stick to three things in a particular week. In a particular week, first thing is, one GS paper you should have in your plan. Second thing is, optional should be there in your plan. And third, and the most important thing, every week you should write essay. I have seen students, they are writing their first means, and you will find many who will write their first essay in the examination hall itself. You don't have to commit that mistake. So you have to practice it now. There is a possibility that you have not written a single essay till now. This is the time to write. In the examination hall, that is not the place to write. It is the time to practice. So practice here, not in the examination hall. That is the final game. In GS, do not study all the paper at one particular time. Choose a paper. Suppose if I'll say that for the next week, what you should do. So for the next week, what you should ideally do is, A, choose ethics. That okay, ethics I will do. Then choose your optional paper, and in the weekend, you must write essay. Okay, so this is the holistic thing, that every week you should move in that direction. Second thing is, right now, for ethics, if you are joining a class which is going to be over in next 30, 40 days, I think you will lose more than gaining anything. you will lose more definitely, because you don't have the time. You are not appearing for 2021, you are appearing in 2020. So stick to basic source. Basic source we have shared on our SOMP channel. You can find those source. So first thing is preparing the content. Choose a one particular source and please choose the best and standard source. Do not go for any source. One topper might say that I have read emotional intelligence book of Goldman. You cannot read it, and you don't have to read that. It 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 could have been his hobby. That is why he's recommending this. You don't have to do that. Stick to one source. Stick to one plan. That okay, ethics. I'll have to prepare the content. And last night I have shared video on ethics. You can go through that. That how to prepare the ethics theory part. Then coming to the practice part, what happens that when we are in our first attempt, first means we keep on adding the content. You might be adding the content. You might be solving some question from some particular website or anywhere, and you are judging yourself on the basis of model answer they give. I think even that won't help. When you are writing anything, let it be professionally checked. So you have to see it that there must be some professionalism in your preparation. Let someone read your answer. Let someone tell you where you are going, whether in the right direction or in the wrong direction. So for the GS, one particular paper at a time. Second thing, uh, practicing questions. Okay, answer it. Then comes to the optional. Sometimes I have seen this, those who are appearing there first means they have not prepared their optional. So this is the time to choose which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. So what I mean to say is, if you are new to your optional and you have just started preparing this particular optional, I would suggest talk to the seniors, take their help. In that, if you are taking any class, attend it. Do not miss any class, even though it is taking time, because you don't have any knowledge about that. In the classroom, at least you are getting some knowledge. Okay, follow it. Class, if you have joined any class, go to the class, come back to your room, read the notes which you have made in the class. Don't try to just behave like a student who is simply just attending the class but not going through the notes. It is very important. And if you have not joined the class, talk to the seniors. Find the standard source of a particular optional, whatever you have. Stick to that source only. Don't multiply. You don't have the time and you don't have the liberty to do that. Okay, so this is another thing. Then coming to the planning part. Okay, do not behave like a superman. Okay, so superman plans like, okay, next 10 days I'll finish my optional, I'll finish this, I'll finish that. That is not going to happen. You have to be very much realistic. So please try to follow what I have said. GS plus optional weekend essay. For ethics, you can devote 7 days. For GS3, it will be like 14 days. For GS2, it might be 14 days. And GS1 takes time. Okay. Then there are some other issues. I have seen some students writing their first mains and preparing world history. So again, the same quote I would like to reiterate. You have to learn which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn. World history, you will find one single question, sometimes no question. SOMP has shared a PDF of that notes of world history. You can go through the themes, major themes: World War One, World War Two, revolution of American and French, then unification, then colonialism and decolonization. Apart from that, you don't have to do it. So 15-20 days, if you are going to invest in world history and you are getting only one question, then this is not a very good strategy. So pick the papers, see the previous year papers, see the importance of a particular topic. Only invest more time on those topics from direct questions are coming. Post independence, hardly one question you will find. And this world history and post independence, if you really sit to read it, these two topics will take around 1 month. 1 month for two questions. But if you will do society, if you will do geography, environment in GS1, it will help more. History. So you have to be very selective, and you should have a clear idea in your head that okay, I'm not going to invest this much time in world history. First, let me finish other things. When the time will come, if I'll get some time, I will read. Otherwise, summary is fine. Okay. Then current affairs. Please don't go mad about current affairs. This is another area, and this is another challenge with the students. They are mad about it. Full 2 months they will read current affairs, and in the end, what kind of question you will get? That what is the constitutional position of attorney general? So if you are getting a direct question from constitution but not from the current affairs, then why you are just investing your 2 months only for the current affairs? Because basic and static questions are coming. So these all mistakes, okay, whatever small mistake you are going to commit, you are going to lose your golden opportunity to write the mains, because next year you don't know what will happen with you, and there is a possibility that someone might be writing his or her first mains in their very last attempt. So please don't commit these mistakes. Be realistic, be optimistic. Of course, you have to be very much optimistic for the preparation, because if you are panicking, you will not be able to study, and that is not going to help you. Just a small brief of SOMP, that how we can help uh, those who are writing their first mains. In SOMP, we try that you are not directionless, you are not using multiple sources, you are not going from one strategy from a particular topic to another. We have a dedicated and professional team, and all have good experience with the civil services journey. So they'll help you in this. And for the current affairs, we are going to launch our basic plus current affairs course. I think that will be sufficient to write the answer in GS2 and 3, and especially in GS1 2, where this society part is there. So you might, if you want to, you can think of. Otherwise, I have shared what you should do and what you should not do. All the best for your first.